Oh boy. Hey guys, what's going on? Who's in the chat? And let me know if my audio levels are good because I can't speak loud. I have a headset on. What's going on, Super Nintendo Bro? Yeah, I'm gonna make the stream very limited tonight because first of all, yeah, some things didn't fall through today for me, and on top of it, I heard some stuff happen to Etika, um, C and D, and the rest of the guys. They're they're 10-10. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Danny? Um, Nintendo Kid. So what happened? I was trying to look for the stream. I couldn't find a stream of them. Nothing. Yeah, I'm in Kingston right now, so I'm not home. So, like I said, I have to limit the stream tonight. The boys were swatted by the police. Some trolls said they were gonna rob Burger King, and the police showed up. Oh wow. Hey Joey, thank you for the donation. I attempted to open my solar plexus. Uh, so are they okay though? I've turned on my Skype. I hit up C and D. I hit up Etika, and I haven't heard from them. James attempted to open his solar plexus as well. They are all right though. I personally contacted them. All right. So as long as oh, so you confirmed. All right. They went on an adventure to look for Wookie Cookie Bot. Thanks for the subscription. Fruit Loop shakes. Went to eat Burger King only to get trolled and were then swatted by but the police were nice. What's going on, Nifty Viper? How did they end up playing Mario Kart and ending it with a SWAT? I was looking for the Twitter video. I was looking for anything. I couldn't find. I can't find anything. Yeah, I saw seeing these tweet, and the gang is gonna live stream tonight and explain the situation and what happened. Ah, okay. Carlos, thank you for the subscription. Gabe's address got leaked. The troll username is Tony Parker. Austin, how true is that? The cops came in hordes and made them exit Burger King. Then they made them give up their address. Oh, okay. The cop was picking on Gabe. We are okay. Philly Beats. Oh, okay. Philly Beats is in the room. So Philly, I know Philly is there. All right. Damn. So why would someone troll him? Because Etika wasn't having MK8. They ended up doing all kinds of craziness. It was all live stream. Tried for a stream is deleted. Oh, they deleted the street. They really got swatted. Wow. And I spoke less than 24 hours about how you got to take measures. Oh, you saw it live. All right, Mason, hold on. What if Trifles, what happened with the boy in New York? I have no idea what you mean by that. Oh, really? Thank you for letting me know that, Austin. They changed the stream to eating spicy food and they were covered. Okay. Philly Beats is that you in the chat? That's the actual Philly Beats in the chat. Very nasty and rude attitudes. Okay. The cops were just mad that they couldn't get. uh, well, that was smart of C&D to keep filming. That's the smartest thing to do. You don't turn off the stream, even if it's the police. You keep that running. Exactly, Nell. The police attitudes changed once they knew they were live streaming what was going on. We could hear everything. That was legit scary. I saw everything live ever since C&D said he was gonna stream our Cardi. My message were being deleted by some network error, even though I have 100 and I have up B. We will talk about the whole thing tomorrow, fam. It's right by my house where it all went down. All right. A long, um, as long as everyone, cops were, okay. What's important to realize is that everyone's okay. Did I pick up Mario Kart 8? No, I'm in Jamaica right now. Oh, Melissa, what's up? You know, kind of makes me upset about the whole situation was that I'm seeing the tweets from everyone and I kind of feel helpless in the entire matter because I'm not there. They deleted the stream archive footage. That wouldn't be smart. And I don't think Cindy deleted the stream archive footage. Ouch. Nothing's gonna happen to Gabe. Don't worry about that. Hmm. All right. So as long as there's well, Philly Beats said they're safe. Everyone's confirming that. C&D confirmed it for himself, so that's good. I got a long day. So yeah, someone out there got the footage, man. There's no way that going down. Someone started recording, and C&D did not delete the archive footage. He may have stopped the stream, but that's on his back network. It's not being deleted. That wouldn't be wise of him to do that. I would just hold on to that footage just in case. You never know. Yeah, he set it to private. Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay. Uh, 3,000 people were watching this happen live. All right. The Don Kilo, what's going on? He privated it. Yeah. Yeah. C&D did not delete the footage. He needs that as evidence just in case. Oh man, so that's a crazy night. So my mic on my camera broke. Yeah, so that's stupid. Well, I wouldn't say broke. It's like fractured. There's a crack that comes across it. That's why when I put out the announcement for the Legend of Zelda Order of Time video, well, that's with the noise filter on it because there's an option in Premiere that allows you to noise reduction, whatever. And I took out the noise, as much of the noise as possible, and then I had to throw glitches Zelda beat over it so it could take out as much as the noise as possible. So I taped it up with black electrical tape so that, you know, I don't know if that necessarily was going to do anything, but I tested it. Kind of sounds okay, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna work on getting a new mic now. I don't know how it broke. There's no way it could have been dropped because I keep it in my bag unless someone kicked my bag or dropped my bag in the house. And well, there's baby, so I'm only gonna assume Seth somehow hit the bag, but whatever. What's going on, Brandon? Joy-Con Boys was out there tonight. Do you have one? Do you have the 1 year on it still? The 1 year what warranty? As a friend and a supporter, I'm extremely sorry you feel so bad. I know that you guys are close. Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure Cap and the guys was okay because I'm seeing a whole bunch of people talking about they got swatted, and that's a serious thing. Mm, yeah, so like I said, guys, family members came over for my mom. Um, so they brought over their kids as well, and there was a bunch of people there, and they needed the bed space. Um, so what ends up happening is I couldn't stay there to stream because I would have to be up all night, and then the baby has to sleep and everything. So me and Sasha were over here by Rion's house. And we decided to just come here for the night. It's gonna be like this tonight and tomorrow. Sunday we go back, everything's go back to normal on Sunday, so that's good. But it's just for tonight and tomorrow. Um, Tomorrow we'll be able to stream. I'll be here a little bit earlier so we can stream. We got here extremely late. We got here like around 11 going on 12. And, Rian was watching a movie with his girlfriend, so I couldn't jump on the stream immediately and talk to you guys. So I just waited till he was done with the movie, and that's why I'm online now. And I'm only gonna be online for like a few more minutes with you guys just to chill, talk to you guys a little bit. Tomorrow, there's Dragon Ball Super, so I'm definitely gonna come on stream and give you guys my reactions for the for tomorrow's episode. Also, um, I got another vlog I gotta drop. I gotta drop a Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, and then I also have to drop a hold on for a second. And I gotta drop an Injustice 2 um, video. It's something for the fighting game community, some perspective based on the two games coming out. So I'm gonna do that, and then I definitely want to do the storyline playthrough of Puyo Puyo Tetris. Now that I maxed the entire game out, 130% complete, I want to definitely do that. So I'm gonna do a stream of it. I think it's gonna take 2 hours tops to do it. So I'll just stream that, and then so you guys can get the storyline. I'm just gonna run through the storyline so that you guys can see it, and then we could talk about the game a little bit more, give you guys some tips on that. So those are the three things I want to do tomorrow. Um, and then so yeah, so two streams and a vlog for tomorrow. Well, actually more like a review because I'm doing a game. Let me see something. What are you guys saying? Before I go, I want to talk to you guys about the project that I'm going to be doing. The Legend of Zelda. Actually, let me grab that for you guys. Um, one second. I'm going to get everybody's questions. One second. One second. Well, something's in my eye. Do, 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 do. All right, guys. So wait, I'll leave this right here. I'll get to that in a second. Okay. What did you guys say? Joy Combo, Joy Combo, Joy Combo. Gave the cop. What's up with the N team? They're not rude, just high strung. They got in the cop car and never returned. Anyway. Hmm. Okay, Tamayo, Tamayo. All right, Lugo. Thanks for stopping by. All right, will do. You saw the stream trap us? No, I didn't. I was literally in transit coming from Spanish Town to Kingston, so I didn't get to see anything. They said, "Damn, we should have went to Wendy's." Who said that? Thanks for the subscription. A Shawato? Wait, what? Azha Auto 619. Thanks for the subscription. I can't even pronounce your name. Sorry about that. I'm just glad they got this snitch. What? Yo, Erica needed to chill a bit, but he was talking to the cops. And oh yeah, Gabe Triforce, you are awesome. You be DBS is setting up to be fantastic. Thank you. And then I was like, hey Triforce, great to see you again. We met at Starbucks across. Oh, okay. What's going on, Ultimate Gamer? Erica, like this ain't a gun holster. It's my phone and wallet. Oh man, he had his holster on him. Oh damn. I know. I'm sorry. I have to be a little bit low. I can't talk too loud. Everyone's sleeping right now. All right. Gamecocks fan. Good night. All right. I'm going to bed. Austin. All right. Okay. The only thing that saved them was the fact that they were streaming. The cops was being rude. The cops were being irrational. Live stream B. The vid is gonna be Philly revealed his address of street. Okay. Good night, Wookie Cookie. All right then. Point is, I can't wait to see that stream. Hopefully, CND makes it public at a later date or something like that. Gabe is in here? Wait a minute. Oh, they didn't take me home. Wow, Gabe, they really didn't take you home? So where are you right now, Gabe? Hey, Rolando, what's up? Hmm. Uh, um, hey, Anime Bay, hit me up on Twitter and say this is Anime Bay. I'll talk to you about that on the side in on a DM. So Gabe, where you are right now? Are you home or are you in Jersey at Philly's house? Mm. Jagan, what up? Kisan is so true. Let someone need help and the cops don't come that deep. What's going on, Mark? I go hands of God. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping through for the night. Heading home in a Uber. Oh, from Jersey? Well, at least Mom Dukes is getting you home. The cops always act irrational. Depends on which area you're in. I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, Blaze shot, but I just dropped a video. We're going to talk about Zelda in a little bit. I just want to hear from Gabe and Philly Beats. Gabe says he's heading home in the car right now. And I've been playing Tetris. I just finished the game. Tomorrow there will be a stream about the whole situation after the Mario Kart 8 tournament. All right, cool. So I'll definitely tune in for the stream when that happens. You guys gotta let me know when y'all gonna stream both the tournament and whatnot, so I can schedule my stream. 'Cause I'm gonna be streaming twice tomorrow. I want to make sure I'm not streaming when you guys are streaming. No, that was smart of you. Especially you're not even in your home state of New York. You're in Jersey. You don't want to give the cops a reason to book you because the Jersey State Police is different, and it's over the weekend too. It's a Friday, so if they had arrested any of you guys, you weren't going home until Monday. Trust me, because that situation that happened to you guys happened to me in like 2011. I went to Richie Knuckles Arcade in Flemington, New Jersey, and there's a gas station down the block from it. It's a nice little half a mile walk. I went in there and I was on the phone and I was shopping, trying to get some food because I was staying over to in the arcade to set a world record on versus Super Mario Brothers. And I'm on the phone talking to a friend who was served in the Iraq War, and I'm opening the refrigerator to go in there to figure out which water I want to get, and then I just hear, "Get off the phone! Get the fuck off the phone!" Sorry for cursing, but that's what he said. And I was like, "Wait, someone talking to me?" So I turned around, and it's four state trooper cops, and their guns pointed at me, and I'm like, "What the hell?" I'm looking at them like, "Why you guys have your guns on me? What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Shopping for something to drink." Why are you on the phone? Who's on the phone with you? So the guy he's a veteran. He was like, he said state troopers, and he's like, yeah. He's like, where are you? I was like, in Flemington, Jersey. He's like, give the phone to them. So I gave the phone to them, and they started talking with him, and they gave me back the phone, and it's like, you need to hurry up and shop and get out of here. So I was like, is there a problem with me shopping here? Someone called and said there was a black guy on the phone trying to rob a gas station. I'm like it's kind of hard for me to rob a gas station if I'm shopping for water and I have a phone in my hand. Then which one of my hands is gonna have the gun? And he's like, "Don't be a wise ass. Get out of here." Boy, Jersey, gotta be careful where you at, man. It's real up in them streets. Uh, so let me see something. When it depends on which part of New York you raise up from. You come certain parts of New York, man. People pulling out guns on you is kind of normal, sadly. All right. Okay, well, Philly Beats and Gabe is in here, and Mason and Nintendo Cade. Wow, like the whole N team is almost in here. We've confirmed that these guys are okay, so that's good. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I want to talk to you guys about something. And being profiled for being black in New York is whatever. That's normal. Okay, let me see something. All right, so let me get back to the stream right here. What you guys saying? All right. Yeah, well, the saying, if you grew up in the Bronx, you know what it is. We don't have to talk about this. Um, well, the quick for everyone who just got in here, here's a quick rundown. Um, C&D, Etika, Gabe, and the rest, they got swatted in a Burger King. Some scumbag called the police on them or whatever, but they're all fine right now. And Gabe's heading home 2:47 in the morning in Jersey via Uber. They said they're going to stream tomorrow and give everyone the I guess the full details of what pretty much happened. The good news is that they're all fine, so that's good because I'm just as in the dark as you guys. I just want to find out what was going on. So, but the good news is that they're okay. I'm here in Kingston, Jamaica. I just came from Spanish Town like an hour ago tops. Just doing a update with you guys, see what's going on, and then I'm gonna come off the stream. But first things first. So got a lot of people in here. Let me see what we got. What we got. We got 88 heads up in here, so this is good stuff. And I want to show you guys something. I just dropped uh, an announcement earlier tonight, and here we go. Boom, that link right there. You can all take a look at it. That's the announcement. I'm officially starting the Legend of Zelda: The Order of Time project. It starts Monday, May 1st. And pretty much what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to literally play every single Zelda game that is a part of this timeline continuity and story, or the a part of the legend continuity. I go through the entire Zelda, the Hyrule lore of the entire Zelda universe, and put together the timeline properly. Because Dark Horse, they just did a bad job with Hyrule Historia. There's no such thing as three timelines. If you have three timelines, then it's alternate realities. It's no longer timelines. Ti- There's only time is a flowing river. It has a beginning and has an end. You can diverge the timeline, but no matter if you diverge it, it will converge again. It's like water coming from the top of a mountain that goes to the ocean. It rains, the water comes down from the top of the mountain. That's where it starts. And the object is for that water is to get to the ocean. So it comes down the mountain, it goes through many different ravines, many different rivers, but it all converges back into the ocean, and that is the end. That is how time flows. That's why they say time flows like water. So now, um, with that analogy being said, The Legend of Zelda has one timeline, a beginning and an end. There's an obvious divergence in the timeline because of Ocarina of Time, clearly, but there's also a convergence in the timeline with Four Swords. So it breaks, the timeline splits, but then it converges back again. In my timeline, in that video I just put in the chat, let me put it in again. It gives you some details about how the project's going to be. I'm going to go through all the games. I'm going to play every single game, and I'm going to use a story in the game to explain the entire timeline. Not something made up, not something being retconned or whatever garbage that whatever these people made. In-game story that tells the entire timeline straight up. So, um, I always knew that there was one main timeline for it. Anyone who's played Legacy of Kain or Blood Omen series Soul Reaver, Kain explains to you how time works. Time, um, it allows for things to be messed up in the middle, but time abhors a paradox, and time will reshuffle itself to make sure that the beginning and the end remain the same. What happens in the middle is irrelevant, as long as the beginning remains the same and the end is the same. Once a paradox begins to happen, time then eliminates whatever is trying to cause the paradox. So yeah, uh, and yes, and this timeline is coming from Triforce himself, which makes sense, not Dark Horse. Those guys need to stick to comics. Um, so I start on Monday, and the mic's a bit high. I have to put it close to my mouth because I have to talk low, and I don't want, so just turn down your volume a little bit if I'm too loud. No, it's gonna take about a year to do the whole thing. It's gonna take about a year. But for those, please show support. I put out the announcement. You can take a look in the announcement. At the end of the film, at the end of the announcement, there is a. Let me sit up. My neck's hurting. So, guys, all right, there we go. In the announcement, at the end of the announcement, there is three videos that I put out, which originally explained the timeline in 2011. This was literally 2 years before Hyrule Historia even dropped, and it gives you a clear-cut timeline. The only thing missing from this timeline, Skyward Sword had not been completely out yet, so and I didn't put it into the timeline. So Skyward Sword is missing from it. I think no, the Divergence timeline is complete from what I know. Triforce Heroes is not there. Hyrule Warriors is not there. Hyrule Legends is not there. Um, Obviously, Breath of the Wild is not there. A Link to Between Worlds was not there, but A Link Between Worlds is the sequel to A Link to the Past, so I didn't need to play it to know, and I already played it and beat it, so I already know the whole ending and whatnot. So that's there. Um, and so I already know where in the timeline that is. So I just gotta fit where Breath of the Wild, Triforce Heroes, Hyrule Warriors, Hyrule Legends. We already know where Majora's Mask is. Am I missing anything from 2012? What Zelda games came out between then and now? Skyward Sword, Hyrule Legends, Hyrule Warriors, A Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes, and Breath of the Wild. Six Zelda games in 5 years. Not bad. Okay, let's see here. Subs went down. Yeah, the subs always go down. The timeline did allow for a lesser paradox, um, though, in order to repair the whole flow of time. That's why the Rito and Zora exist together. Not true, Nintendo. Best believe, not true. There's a game in which the paradox actually almost happened, but it's the paradox was abated in Hyrule Warriors. The paradox happens in the game. It shows you in the main timeline three time portals open. That's a paradox happening. But in Hyrule Warriors, you fix all of it. Now, like I said, I'll check that out, Lisa, in a second. Like I said, I don't want to I don't want to make any speculations. Things have changed. I did an interview with Anuma in 2012 talking about creating one Zelda game that fixes the entire timeline because this was literally after they launched Hyrule Historia, and I was kind of pissed that they did that. And I spoke to Anuma at E3. I have an actual video of it. The audio was low, so I had somebody redo it with subtitles in it, and it had a conversation with me and Anuma talking about him making a game that streamlines the entire timeline, and he was like interesting idea that he would actually look forward in doing. So I don't know what has changed between the timeline that's at the end of the video that I just did. Hold on for a second, guys. Okay, so at the end of the that video that I just put in the room, let me put it again for you guys. You'll see that timeline. So I have to update that. So in order for me to do that, the way I'm going to play this entire sequence out is going to be like Star Wars. You start at the end, you go back to the beginning, and then you come to the middle. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, so that you guys can get everything. All the newer Zelda games will be able to fit them in where they gotta go. But in order for you to fit them in place, you have to have a beginning and an end. You can't start from the beginning and then try to guess where the pieces go. You have to make your end, find your beginning, and then everything falls into place. So where does Breath of the Wild fit into all of this? I don't know. I'd have to play the game to find out, and I will. Breath of the Wild can fit in either timeline because if a convergence happens, two exact things have to happen in the same continuity in the same place, and if that's going to be the case, ow, my back. That simply means that there has to be an imprisoning war in the alternative timeline because there's already an imprisoning war in the main timeline. And I believe that the imprisoning war in the main timeline is Hyrule Warriors. So if Hyrule Warriors is the imprisoning war in the main timeline, then what's the imprisoning war in the Divergence timeline, which is Wind Waker and the rest of those other games? And that very well could be Breath of the Wild. But I do not want to assume anything. I have to play the game and then I will know. Trust me, the games tell you where they are. Um, So let's see here. I found a piece of Twilight Mirror. So after Twilight Princess. And see, Cassine, it could be after. I think, uh, personally speaking, I think it's in the main timeline. Personally. But I don't know. I've heard a lot of stories from different people. I thought Hyrule Warriors plus Hyrule Legends were not canon. They're all canon. But Super Nintendo, it can't be a convergence between the two lines. You what you okay, so let me explain how time works. Let's use Dragon Ball for example, right? In Dragon Ball there's a main timeline, right? And there's an alternate timeline, which is Future Trunks. In Future Trunks timeline, a Goku and a Vegeta exists. All of those characters exist. The androids exist, all of that other stuff. In the main timeline, those same androids exist. Goku, Vegeta, they all exist as well. The problem is in what happens to them in either of the timelines is what's different. So in the divergence timeline, just because you see something that's similar in the main timeline doesn't mean that's a convergence. A convergence is two exact same things happening in two different timelines, which that's why it's called a convergence. It's like, okay, in an alternate timeline, I'm about to reach out and press W, and in this timeline, I'm about to reach out and press W, and we both do it at the same time in two different timelines, and we both press it. Once that happens, the two timelines converge as one. Now it's one timeline because we did the same thing at the same time. That's why the convergence in Zelda is four swords, because four swords happens in the main timeline and four swords also happens in the divergence timeline. For example, in Four Swords Adventures, there's a part in the game which mirrors Palace of the Four Swords in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening when they retcon the game and add Palace of the Four Swords in it. Two two convergence, two things happening in the same time with the same four links, with the same four swords at the same time, all happening. That's the convergence. So what's the divergence? The divergence is in um Ocarina of Time when Link pulled the Master Sword out and it changed the time he was in. Then what even made it worse is when Zelda sent him back in time to go warn her former, our alternative time version of what Ganon was going to do. So the Link from the past went into the future and then returned back to the past with knowledge. Back to the future syndrome. You cannot do that. You cannot go into the future as yourself and then come back and warn your past. You change everything. That's the divergence and the convergence. Play Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. It happens in the game. No, there's no such thing as the adult link timeline. Yes, future Trunks timeline, everyone dies in the future Trunks timeline. No, they actually don't have three timelines in Dragon Ball Z. That was an error in the anime in which they quickly corrected in the manga when Boomer just said it explained it normally. What I meant to say was that the game that happened after the convergence, not that it was a convergence itself. Oh, okay. Breath of the Wild might be the convert. No, Breath of the Wild isn't the convergence. Trust me, the convergence is Four Swords. That's facts. Breath of the Wild, it Breath of the Wild can Super Nintendo said can be one of the effects of the convergence. That like in Wind Waker, you see the effects of of the divergence because Link was returned back to his past. There was no Link in the alternative timeline, in the divergence timeline. That's why it explains to you in Wind Waker, a hero in green, clad in green, came from time, defeated Ganon, and vanished. He didn't vanish. Zelda sent him back in time. So there's no Link in this alternative timeline now, which is the divergence. And when you go into the Palace of the Gods and you go downstairs, you see Ocarina of Time, Hyrule frozen. That is an effect of the divergence, in which then Link destroys that divergence by using the Triforce, which sinks that timeline. But sinks the divergence, but the time continues. Later on, something has to happen, a convergence has to happen. Two incarnations of the same thing must happen. Breath of the Wild might be the convergence. I doubt it. When I play, we'll find out. But this is what makes The Legend of Zelda so godlike. So unlike what's the name of these guys? Dark Horse, who didn't do their homework by playing the games first before they did the storyline. They just got the general thing over from Nintendo and they just pieced it together. That's called creating a Bible arc. People do it a lot of time. Mangas do it all the time. They come up with two different concepts. They're great, both of them, and they're like, how can we should bring this together and create a Bible arc, and then they make a Bible arc. So that's what Dark Horse tried to do with Hyrule Historia, create a Bible arc, but no. Yeah, so come Monday, we're gonna have a little pre-stream about it, where it's gonna be like 30 minutes to go over the whole timeline to kind of get everyone to understand where I'm coming from, and then we start with the first playthrough game, go through the entire game and its lore. Then after that, we have a post playthrough uh, a post playthrough review. So what I do is after the stream, I go to the recordings that I save from OBS. I pull out all the important parts of the gameplay and I do a short little review, like a 15-minute review, to give everyone a concise storyline of the particular games, of what they saw. And then that'll be bam, that's one game down. And we continue to do that through all the games until we get to the very end. There's also a possibility that Minish Cap lies in the Minish Cap lies in the divergence. Minish Cap is in the divergence, guaranteed. Created by the Skyward Sword, because Demise was killed by the Triforce, not the Master Sword, leading to Ganonless timeline. Actually, Ganon is. I don't want to ruin it. Super Nintendo, I don't want to ruin it. I'll wait. Actually, Nell Ar, no, Aranda is correct. Miyamoto originally stated when Zelda Ocarina of Time was created, no, when Zelda 3 was created, A Link to the Past, Miyamoto said there was no timeline because there originally was not a timeline. You had Zelda 1, Zelda 2 was exactly the sequel because that was the end of the legend, and then Zelda 3 was a link to the past. That's something that happened in time. It was a standalone game that had something to do with time, but there was only three games out. There wasn't enough to go, oh, we have a timeline yet. Then Link's Awakening came out, and then Ocarina of Time came out, and then there was like, hey, what kind of stories being built here? Is there a timeline to this? And even then, Nintendo still said no, there is no timeline. And it wasn't until Wind Waker came out where they kept pressing them, and then there's like, yeah, there possibly could be a timeline. And then they said possibly. Then when Skyward Sword was on its way out, I did my video and I'm like, there is a timeline. And then Nintendo said, yes, there is a timeline. But it wasn't Miyamoto who said it, it was Anuma who said it. Anuma was like, yeah, there is a timeline. And then from there, they started building the games now to more reflect that timeline that they were trying to get in order. Yeah, Beck, I saw it. So let's say, what's good, Trey? What's going on, Paige? Where would Hyrule Warriors fit in all of this? Hyrule Warriors is like Hyrule Warriors is is somewhere around Twilight Princess, either before or after Twilight Princess. It's right there. So you have Majora's Mask, and then it's either Hyrule Warriors then Twilight Princess, or Twilight Princess then Hyrule Warriors. But Hyrule Warriors takes place there, and Hyrule Legends is in the same. It's Hyrule Warriors slash Legends. That's what it is. It's one game. Although it's two physical games, that's one episode, so to speak. Just like The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and then The Legend of Zelda Palace of the Four Swords. It's two different games, but that's one episode altogether. It's not obvious to everyone. Wait, Robert. So what are you guys saying that there's multiple links? Yes, of course there is. It's multiple It's multiple physical links, but they're all reincarnations of the original Link from Skyward Sword, meaning each link in every Zelda game is an avatar. And let's in Skyward Sword, let's call him Link Prime. And then you have Zelda Prime, and then you have Demise. Forget about the physical people. These are the Triforce essence. The Triforce of Courage went into the very first Link, and then that being was created, Link Prime. So even though that physical shell of Link died, the Triforce of Courage carries on as Link Prime. The Triforce of Wisdom carry on as Zelda Prime. And the Triforce of Power is Demise, who then found a host in Ganon. Now, the difference between the Triforce of Power and wisdom encourages that power can never be destroyed, it can only be contained. So Ganon never dies. Link and Zelda physical bodies will die and then they'll be reincarnated via the Triforces in different Links and Zelda. But Ganon will always be Ganon. Ganon Dragmire has lived throughout the ages and time and space. Read the booklet for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and it explains that to you about Ganon. This is why Ganon knows exactly who Link and Zelda is every single game. It's Demise in Ganon Dragmire's body. Someone named Tone. Who cares? I just look. Who cares? Who cares? Well, there are multiple links, but like the second half of the timeline is actually all just a single link. Yes, and there's some games where it's the same link because that link had multiple adventures in that age before he died, with the physical link died. Single link in like 7 games. This is true. Right on, Triforce. I'm not that knowledgeable on a timeline. Where is a link between worlds in a timeline? A link between worlds is a link between the past. It's literally the sequel to Link Between the Past, which is in the main timeline going towards the end. Did you play Breath of the Wild yet? Not yet, A Train. I'm about to do it. In Breath of the Wild, make sure to read the description of Calamity Ganon and Hyrule. I will. Oh, trust me. This is going to be on some archaeologist stuff. When we play in the game, We going through the text, we reading everything, we jotting down notes, we're having a council, all of that. But see, okay, future timeline Ganon was banished to the Shadow Realm. Young Link was banished to the Twilight. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. What does any of that mean when they can break out of it because of the Triforce? Here's something that you guys are not taking into consideration. There's a game, two games at that, where all of the paradoxes that's happening in the Legend of Zelda is actually fixed by the Triforce three times. Hyrule Warriors, you make a wish with the Triforce, which seals all the time portals that was disrupting the main flow of time. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Link makes a wish in his heart where everything that happened in the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past in the alternative future where Ganon was going to control the cosmos, the Triforce repaired all of that. Then in A Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, where the different realities of Hyrule, which was being disrupted by Ganon, the Triforce and the Negaforce reversed all of that and repaired all of time. You guys keep forgetting that the Triforce fixes a lot of these things. So it's like these things happened in time, but in the end part of the later part of the legend, the Triforce fixes it. Professor Triforce about to lecture us on Zelda, of course. And Calamity Ganon. So you have to understand something about Calamity Ganon. It's like if you play Soul Reaver, right? If you play Soul Reaver, let's not even look at Cain. Let's look at Raziel. Raziel is the Soul Reaver, and Raziel meets the Soul Reaver, and then the Soul Reaver tries to suck in the Soul Reaver itself, creating the paradox. So two people can't. Calamity Ganon and Ganon is the same Ganon. They can exist in the same time. It just will cause a paradox. Exactly, Super Nintendo. The Triforce is actually, it's not a cosmic deity. The Triforce is an omnipotent object with the power of, the Triforce is like the living tribunal. It is beyond time, space, reality, mystic power, and did I get everything? And reality. It is beyond those things. Mortals get caught up in that nonsense. The Triforce does not, just like the living tribunal does not. You cannot you cannot go to the living tribunal as a I'm gonna send you back in time. If anyone read Marvel's The End, Doctor Doom meets Anubis and he's like, I know how to defeat Anubis. I'm gonna go back in time and stop Anubis before he gets his power. When he went back in time, Anubis was there watching Doctor Doom try to kill his former self before he became Anubis. And Anubis is like, you idiot, I have the power of God. Time means nothing to me. I am I am omnipresent. I can be everywhere in time, including with myself. Stupid. And then before he kills Doom, Thanos arrives. And Thanos is like, and I too am a god. So, you guys, one of the biggest problems here in understanding Zelda timeline is you cannot look at it from a mortal's point of view. That's the problem. Everyone is trying to create logic toward time. Time is not governed by logic. That's why everything is a time theory. Just to let you know, what I'm not saying is fact. I'm just giving you my theory. And when I'm finished with this lore, you're going to see that my time theory is better than Hyrule Historia. Yes, I believe that Breath of the Wild is in the main timeline. Speaking of timeline business, makes us just imagine how crazy future Zelda games will be. If you're in my stream, yes, I'm your friend. Hey guys, help out with the stream with subscriptions, man. Our subscriptions are going down, so if you're new to the stream, please subscribe. Good night, Anime Bay. Hey, Anime Bay, you never messaged me on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter so I can DM you. But thank you for joining the stream. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna pretty much wrap this up. But here's a link for the video again. Please take a look, support the video, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and also at the end of the video or in the description, you're gonna see a bunch of links that talk about the whole timeline. You can check those things out. I just thought of something. Can't Hyrule Warriors be in the middle of Twilight Princess? Yes, it can. It's very possible. All right, good night, Nintendo Kate. Uh, Great to see you too, man. I'll be back in America in June for E3, so definitely will see you. But yeah, but guys, let's not get too carried away. Let's not get too far with this. I want to save all of this juicy stuff for when I'm streaming and we're talking about the whole timeline. All right, here's one of the major issues that this whole project, the Order of Time, is gonna have. So I'm letting you guys know this right now. Me doing this project will be a detriment to my livelihood, and I'll explain to you why. There's no way I can do this project and not get copyright claimed. So every time I stream The Legend of Zelda and I go through this, Nintendo's gonna strike it. So um, Triforce, where does the Faces of Evil fit in the timeline? All three CDI games are at the very end. They're after Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link. The um, the legend ends at The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda for the NES is the end. On Monday we'll go over that. Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link is when the legend ends and the adventure begins. In the Adventures of Link, it's about Link and his adventure. So Zelda 2 for the NES, both the Wand of Gamelon, Faces of Evil, all three CDI games, and the NES, the Zelda 2 are all the same Link. That's the future end, which is in conjunction with the cartoon. Yes, the cartoon is also a part of the lore. That's the end. And Skyward Sword and what's the name of this thing again? Ocarina of Time is the beginning. Skyward Sword is the very first. Ocarina of Time is the second. So like I was saying, guys, um, I'll try any way I could send you a crude attempt at mapping a better timeline for you to look over. Well, you can send it to me. Hit me up on Twitter and say Triforce. I'm gonna send you the my timeline map, and then I'll DM you, and then you can just send it to me there. I'll take a look over it. But like I said, in this video that I have here, at the end of the video, it gives you. I literally wrote a timeline on a wall, and you can see what it is. See if it matches up with what you're doing. But let me get back to the main part here. So yes, the CDI does need to make a remake. Yes, crossbow training is canon. Um, I by Baraka. So the main thing here is that my channel is gonna suffer whenever I do the Zelda because I cannot make any money off of it, and I know I'm gonna get massive amount of views. But Nintendo's gonna strike me, and I don't have a partnership with Nintendo. So unfortunately, so here's where I'm gonna need you guys to help me out with donations when I'm streaming. Every bit counts. So if you guys can help me out with donations for every time I'm doing the Zelda project, that'll make up for me losing any earnings from YouTube because Nintendo's gonna strike it because it's just gonna keep saying copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright claim, copyright. Like literally last night when I turned on Bubble Bobble and it said late night streamer Bubble Bobble, it got struck the late night stream, so I just deleted. Guess why I got struck? Because I played Mike Tyson's Punch Out on the NES Classic. It's a Nintendo game. It doesn't. No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Anumo or any of them say. Wait till when I'm done with the timeline. Then you're gonna be like, holy smokes. Here's an example. Akira Toriyama said that none of the Dragon Ball movies are canon. But when you look at the way Dragon Ball Super is made and Dragon Ball Xenoverse is, Everything Dragon Ball is canon. There's just alternate universes and timelines. That's it. But they're all canon. So that means Broly does exist, just not in the main timeline. I can't DM you. I tweeted at you. What's your tweet, anime? Let me see what your tweet is. I don't see your tweet. What's the name of your what's the name of your Twitter? Like, what's your Twitter name? Because I'm looking at my tweets and I don't see anything. Anime Bay? No, I don't see that. Let me go check. Anime Bay. Where are you? Manny. Okay. All right, let me check out Anime Bay. Oh my goodness, why did that come up? That's not what I typed. Anime underscore Bay. I see anime is Bay. What is your actual Twitter address? Because I don't even see. I don't. I just typed in Anime Bay and I don't see it. There you go. All right, I got you now. Of course, Mario Kart will sell well. All Nintendo games sell well. No, Ginger Snaps. Click this link. Watch that video, Ginger Snaps. Squid Huzuma. I have no more space on my Switch. Who who just messaged me on Skype? Pan Pan Can Cake. Who's this? Who's Pan Can Cake? No, I was. I'm not a partner with Nintendo. All right, so let me see something. All right, so well, actually, after Jamaica, I'm gonna have a stream where we discuss what's gonna be the next country I'm gonna hit. Do you think the Switch has been the 2007 cons? Wait, do you think the Switch has been the 2017 console? And do you like me? Squid, don't know who you are and don't really care about what's the console of the year or whatever. I don't care. I just get consoles and play games. I don't get into that stuff. And yeah, Squid, you're gonna have to stop spamming if I like you or not. I don't even know you. I don't even know what you look like. All I know is I see a name there. So yeah, I don't have a reason to hate you. So all right, guys. I'm going to Africa no matter what. That's happening this year at some point. Believe that. But that's already on the map. I already talked to some people from Ghana. Shout outs to Playbox. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do Africa. Europe is obvious. That's another obvious. What I want to do is more of the southwest of the world. So Latin America is my real direction I want to look at because the other places I'm going to no matter what. But like I said, after the Jamaica mission, we'll definitely have a stream to discuss this. Squid, you've asked a couple of questions so far, so yeah, Robert, Brazil would be ideal. Venezuela would be ideal. Dominican Republic would be ideal. Haiti, are you only live on Twitch? I'm no, I don't use Twitch anymore. I'm YouTube exclusive. Superstar Saga was godlike. Calibus, what's going on? Oh, I just want to give. Wait a minute. Oh, Joey donated last night and today. I just know that's why it says Joey twice. I'm like, is that a glitch? Thank you, Joey, for the donation earlier today. If I didn't, I don't recall me giving you your shout outs. Are you at work, Calibus? I be. Roland, Puerto Rico is less needing since it's a U.S. territory. Yes, I am Ginger Snaps. Superstar Saga getting a remake, that may be godlike. Ugh. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for everybody who came in and support. Um, you guys are, I really appreciate all the help you guys are doing. You know, we have 31 days. We have a full official month coming up before the month end for the channel support, and we're already at $107. So you guys are godlike. So we're a full 10% of the way, and we still have 31 more days to go. So I really appreciate this from you guys. You guys rock. So I'm definitely gonna like put you guys onto a lot of things. So when I be playing, you know, I'm gonna allow you guys to come in and join me in games and all types of stuff that we're gonna have. Yes, I have a CDI, so I really appreciate it. But I'm gonna play the CDI games the exact dead last. Trust me, that's gonna be the, like dead last. Then go with the cartoons and all that. Well, you guys are gonna really enjoy this. Man, William, you just got here. You called me at the wrong time. Don't worry, I'm streaming twice tomorrow, William. So you'll be good. All right. Um, Outside of that, thank you everybody. Subscribe, share, like, hit that bell so that you guys get notifications when I come online. All that other jazz. All those who want to support my channel so I can continue to put out this godlike content because I know I'm godlike because I put this godlike stuff out here. Which when we start with Zelda on Monday. Oh, and for those who have not seen it, bam! Check that video out. That's my newest well it's not really a vlog, it's an announcement. Check that out guys. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming twice, plus I'm putting out a Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and an Injustice 2 review and about the fighting game community and all that. So for those who is into Marvel and DC, you're gonna love what I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow. So um, let's I'll see you guys tomorrow and then definitely catch y'all on Monday for Zelda. Peace.